Hey guys, Joshua Gundam here, and today we're going to review some knockoff MSIA. Woohoo! This is a Zaku line, and they're knockoffs. So this is the packaging right here. You can tell it's aged for a while. We don't have a year on it. It was made in China, obviously. Mobile Suit in Action, Gundam Wing. This video is going to end up a little long, but I urge you to stay with because they're going to see some pretty weird stuff here. Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. Back behind us is the actual packaging. So you see there's a huge difference in size. I'm going to try and talk fast because I already filmed this once, and it was 20 minutes long. So, there's a difference there. What are we supposed to be getting? Well, we're supposed to be getting a Johnny Raiden, Shin Matsunaga, Black Tri-Stars, Green Zaku, and Char Zaku. And we see that they use the actual box art from the original figures. Do they look like the actual figures? No! No, they don't! They don't look much like the original figures at all. So, you know, got a glimpse of them here. First off, I want you to know that there are 6 variations. There is the white one, the green one, and the blue one, who did not survive shipping very well. 5 broken joints. We'll get to the joint quality, but you can guess that they're not so great. A friend of mine on Facebook posted this picture, and he found a pink one somewhere else. I'm not sure where. And there's a Johnny Raiden right there. You can see he has leg covers, and he's just kind of a generic red. And there's a Char right there. I didn't get the red ones because, let's face it, shipping from Italy is kind of expensive. That's a look at the red one right there. And I just decided to skip that one. He comes with a Magella top cannon, an axe, the 3 hands, the backpack, and that's pretty much it. I don't have a good picture of the Johnny Raiden other than the collection picture that my friend sent. But, you know, the R1s are pretty much the same. We are not going to be really reviewing the blue one today. 1, because, you know, he's pretty dead. But 2, because these guys are exactly the same, just a different color scheme. But let me say, first off, that blue and white is pretty awesome. The blue Tri-Stars, but he has a commander's antenna when he's not supposed to. So that's kind of cool, too. All right. Get to the review. Get to the review. I'm going to start off with the green one because most of you are here to see the green one, and that's what we want to see. So, our comparison here. You can see that there's a difference in quality. However, I want to note that these are pretty good knockoffs. Sometimes you go to like a Dollar General or something, you find this plastic, hard plastic Gundam Wing Transformer thing that's a mix of Epion and Wing Zero, and it's just crap. It's crap. And it's not an MSIA, and you wish, you know, you could find some knockoff MSIA because they make, you know, good custom parts, custom fodder, you know, you can swap out, you know, the joints and things, and that's what made the MSIA so fun. I collect the knockoffs. This is a knockoff Zaku 1. I have a couple of these guys, and they're a lot of fun, but they don't have any joints. They just got the ball socket joints. They're real rubbery plastic. Their weapons were rubbery and blue, you know, and I have a review for him. Make sure to check it out because it's kind of cool. But there's a huge, huge difference. This guy gets like a D+. This guy gets like a B- in quality for knockoffs, you know. Keep in mind, we're grading it along a knockoff line. So this guy comes with missile pods. They go on. Now, the interesting thing about the missile pods is that they don't have the circular holes for the missiles that you're used to. Instead, they got these little crude squares. They also have a cover that fits on. It goes quite nicely. So that was nice. It plugs in, but I don't want to spend my time, you know, waste my time just plugging that in so you can see it. However, I will tell you that they made 2 left missile pods. So this one has to go on backwards, and it doesn't have any lines there for missiles. So pretty much, you know, you can imagine the straps. We've all seen the straps. If you haven't, go watch a Zaku 2 MSIA review. But there you go. So this one has lines, this one doesn't, because they're on the opposite side. You can tell that he doesn't have leg cables. This one doesn't have a leg cable because I borrowed it for testing. And they do work. You can take a regular Zaku 1 leg cable and plug it in, and it will fit. You just saw some boosters come off, but those boosters don't actually come with him. These boosters are the boosters from the R1s. You can see right here. And since my blue one kind of died, you know, I was goofing around with these, and these have these little whole circles right here. And, you know, it's kind of like, what are those for? And I realized they look just like the ones on the R1. And so, yep, you take the same boosters that did not come with it. I'm noting that these boosters did not come with the green Zaku. And they go on. It's kind of like somebody said, look, sir, we designed it to have boosters on the back just like the real one. And the guy, you know, who's in charge smacks him and says, you idiot, these are knockoffs. Think cheaper. So they got rid of them. Feet are different. Weird, huh? I mean, there's a little hole here, there's a little hole here, here. It's almost like, you know, they were designing it like your G.I. Joes or something with, you know, little stands so you could, like, make them stand differently, or I don't know. I don't get it. Another interesting thing is that the R1s have different holes in their feet. They don't have that back hole. I don't know why the holes are there. I can't figure it out. The shoulders, you know, are pretty much the same on the green one, but they're little nubs that make them plug in or not as long, and these holes aren't as deep, so even if they were longer, it wouldn't help. So they kind of fall off a lot. Here's the thing about the green one. You see his color, it's kind of this weird yellowish green, and you're kind of like, that leg looks different. Is that just me, or does the leg look different? The leg looks different because, I took mine, and this is Dado 240Z's. We went in and bought these together, and I'm going to ship him his. But the green ones, for some reason, are covered with this yellow crap. I don't know why, but they're covered with it. And you take a paper towel, and you rub it, and you get this yellow crap. Ew, gross. So, you know, I rubbed a bunch of it off, and my guy looks like this. You're like, whoa, where's all his joints? Well, I kind of tried to take him apart, and come apart he did. For better or for worse. The joints are like model kit joints. The MSIA plastic isn't that bad, actually. Or, you know, the plastic that these are made out of, the knockoffs. Stress test, real one, fake one. So you can see they're, you know, one's more rubbery than the other. They're pretty much the same. But once you get the yellow junk off, you know, by just rubbing it with a paper towel or running it through the dishwasher, you get this nice kind of winter green color that you see on this guy, and you compare that, and that's kind of cool. Oops, sorry, that was blurry. I like it. I like that green. It's really fun. I don't really like this yellowish one, but I was kind of sad at the same time that he wasn't the yellowish green, you know. I don't know, I just couldn't be happy one way or the other. The paint scheme could be better, especially on the mono eye. This one's mono eye isn't too bad. But, you know, they didn't get the side little area window. Those, the mouth area. Yep, it's really a mouth, but there's no vent there. It's just kind of flat versus this one's. So that's a difference there. Another difference that you should know about is the back of the legs. And, well, actually more than that. Look at these holes right here. They're bigger than these. Isn't that interesting? I mean, like, some things change when you just copy mold, but it's almost usually pretty much an exact replica, and yet it's different. At the same time, these are a different shape. And these feet areas, there's just minor differences, and here's a big difference. You have the boosters here on the original Zaku MSIA, and you know, they're thrusters because the MSIA version was a space/ground type. It was multi-purpose. Whereas, you know, if you watch Away the Mess Team, they didn't have those boosters. This guy doesn't have the boosters, but they're innies. They're not outies. It's not like they took some plastic and covered it. It's like they cut them out and then molded it. And that is weird. It's really weird. Like, you would have to purposely do that. Also, look at this. This little thing right here. It's pretty small. Look at it on here. It's taller and fatter. Same for this one here. This one here. There are little differences in the figure like that I don't understand. And you'll see that in the R1 that we're going to get to. I know the review is getting a little long. Stay tuned, though, because this is going to get pretty good. You can see that the backpack's different. Booster. This one didn't end up so well. This hole didn't have enough of a hole there, so that didn't plug in. This one was kind of like misformed. But this one worked just fine. I had no problems with it. I really like this green. You can see the paint scheme on his eye, or on his head mono eye area, wasn't as good as the one I'm holding. That pretty much covers our green one. It's strange, you know, but pretty cool. The weapons, the machine gun, this thing comes out. It can glue in. It's a hard plastic. You could snap it. It doesn't really flex. The ammo clip does come out. However, that one's kind of stuck in there, and I don't want to break it by pulling it out. Gray Heat Hawk, hard plastic, also fits into the hole on the side. As in case you missed it, these will work. You can take regular Zaku cables and stick them in, but that means you have to actually have some. The joints are pretty weak. I've explained this. The blue one died during shipping, which is a shame because he was probably the coolest of all of them. My plan is to take real joints and put them in this guy right here and, you know, make him as close to this guy as possible, and it should be really cool. Let's get to the R1s, and I'll make this quick because we've covered most of everything already. First off, he comes with 2 boosters, not 3. He's supposed to have a 3rd one. So we'll just take the blue ones and stick them on there. Again, you know, the guy was like, "Look, sir, we have all 3." And the guy smacked him and said, "You idiot. These are Chinese knockoffs. Think cheaper." So, you know, we could shove those on, and I'm not going to mess with them too much. They probably also designed for these to be glued there, just like the regular versions. You can see, you know, the backpacks are pretty much the same. The Johnny Raiden one looks like it has its plastic cover over the legs. I don't know, though, because, like I said, the Johnny Raiden's red. I was like, there's nothing really special about it. But here is something special. Do you notice? I'm sure you have. The Zaku 1 shoulder on it instead of a regular Zaku shoulder. But here's something even crazier. You compare the Zaku 1 shoulder and... sorry, the design's different. The design right here is different than this one. And so where does that come from? Where does it come from? Does it come from a regular Zaku? No, it comes from Johnny Raiden's High Mobility Zaku 2. That's where it comes from. And that means that they took the spikes off the Johnny Raiden's High Mobility Zaku 2 and then molded it. Weird. Really weird. It's that way on the blue one. It's that way on the Johnny Raiden knockoff as well. And that is a strange thing. There is no glue holding these joints in, so they just pop right off. Another thing that kind of is a defect about them is this one's too far in, this little joint here. And so when you bend the arm 90 degrees, it kind of pops out of socket. And, you know, but the joints do work, but sometimes they have that flaw. A friend of mine said that he had to kind of glue the joints in so that they didn't, you know, push in too deep and things like that. For just sitting these on your shelf and having them look cool because you collect knockoffs, you'll probably be fine as long as, you know, they don't break in shipping or anything, but they very easily can. The truth is, the reason why this one has a cleaned leg is because his knee joint was broken when I took him out of the packaging. So, you know, I took the only joint left on this guy that wasn't broken yet or pulled out, and I just, since there was no glue, I just pulled that little joint out and just shoved it in, you know, to the hole, and quick joint replacement. These are cool. They are very cool. I really like them. They ended up costing me about $15, $17 a piece. The seller was really good. He said that he would supply me with another blue one. I might see if I can get a red one and just repair the blue one. I don't know. Because I have spare joints lying around that, you know, Zaku's that aren't complete, and I could just, you know, do joint replacement. I may actually make 3 of this guy, only, you know, I'm going to wipe off that weird yellow crap. So I've pretty much effectively reviewed these guys. They're cool. They really are. They're so strange and so neat at the same time. I really like them. I don't like the color schemes per se, you know, except for the blue. I mean, like, man, that blue guy is awesome! But, you know, and I like this guy. This paint that's on them does scratch off really easily. The rest is just the plastic's color. I'm trying to remember if there's any other last-minute things that I need to say. You'll have to decide if these are worth it yourself or not. I'm going to try and put the seller's information down below. He says he only has so many of these. He's only going to have them for a short time. He's got lots of red ones, though. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. If you're looking for Gundam MSA action figures, make sure to check out our store. Gundams are us, your favorite arms dealer. There's a link down below in the more info area. We get new stuff all the time. Sometimes I even have customs, but not generally knockoffs, because eBay generally frowns upon that. And despite my efforts to supply them to the community, yeah, that didn't go so well on eBay. But sometimes you can find them on eBay when people don't say that they're knockoffs. But then, you know, that... You know, I'm not going to lie, you know. I'm not going to say, oh, it's an off-brand figure. Catch you guys later.